My sister, she called me and she said, Angie, I know why this is happening to you. I know why all this stuff is happening.
So I'm Mike, and this is my wife Angie, and we just want to talk to you a little bit today about our story. When we decided to, get married and everything, we had a lot of things that, I guess, prior baggage, if you want to call it that, things that we were dealing with as a couple. And once we got married, everything just took a really fast, hard turn. Found out once our wedding was paid for and we were married that we were pregnant. Angie was not supposed to be able to have kids.
I got a call from my doctor and they said my levels have tripled. Congratulations, you are having a baby.
And you're a proud homeowner, all like within minutes of each other. We had some very conflicting emotions going on. We had obviously the fact that we were excited that this happened because we didn't think it could ever happen, but also we're very nervous and scared.
And then at 33 weeks, I was diagnosed with preeclampsia. I was very sick, very, very sick. And the baby was not doing well. They took me in, had an emergency C-section. He was born prematurely, came out not breathing. He was blue. I was just laying there, waiting to see my baby. And some random lady came in and sat down and she goes, well, I'm sorry, I have to inform you, we're taking the baby by ambulance. He's not breathing. And just watched my baby get taken away from me.
I'm literally driving in my truck behind an ambulance that's taking my baby. Long story short, he spends quite a bit of time in neonatal. We do get to see him more, and after that, he's thriving. We find out shortly after, obviously Brennan's home and he's healthy.
When he was 8 months old, I found out I was pregnant again.
And so everything that we just said happened identically the same with the second one. So
same exact thing.
Almost the pregnancies mirrored each other.
Carter, our second son, was born. Everything kind of spiraled out of control. After we went through everything, he got sick, he got an infection, I got skin cancer, I was really sick and losing my hair and found out I had thyroid disease. And Brennan, our first son, he was diagnosed with something called osteomyelitis. Everything was just going wrong. The hits just kept on
coming, and dealing with them was becoming extremely difficult. We need to start looking for other answers. And I came home from work one day and Angie was sitting on the couch crying. She looked at me and said, "You're my best friend, and I know why this is happening, and I know what we need to do, and I need to know that you're with me on this." So she wrote me a letter.
Actually, from Naomi Spencer's funeral. That was a very turning point in my life. They read about Proverbs 31, being a wife and a good mother, and just how to be the best Christian woman and wife and mother you can be. And I just decided after that funeral, we need to do this for our children. Something needs to change. It just can't keep spiraling out of control like this. So my sister actually, it was like 11 o'clock at night, she called me and she said, "Angie, I know why this is happening to you. I know why all this stuff is happening." And her and her husband were reading out of the Bible, and there was a verse that just kind of lit a spark, and she said, God is calling you home. He wants you guys need to start going to church. And she said, tomorrow, we're having a service at Byram Park. She's like, it's going to be outside, it's going to be a nice day, bring the kids and just come. And
I felt so strongly about the message that was talked about, that day.
At that service that day, he looked at me and he held my hand and he goes, "Let's do this, let's start coming here.
We're going to this church."
And I bawled like an idiot.
I could not notice the changes. Just the way that I was looking at her now and the way that she was looking at me, the way that I was looking at my children, and at that point is what resonated with me to know that, God was working in our lives. I mean, he was there. It's very hard to describe it, and I guess you can't.
I honestly, truthfully feel for the first time in my life just completely happy. I'm happy, and Lee Mundy always laughs at me. He says, "You're always smiling. You always got a smile on your face." And I say, I have a lot to be happy about.
And we know that we'd have never got through it without faith. Not just our faith in general, but our faith in Jesus Christ.